Welcome to the short game green here up at the links, just next to the 17th and 18th here. Great short game area here. We're pretty blessed at the links to have multiple short game areas. So today we're going to talk about wedges. Me and Louis are going to discuss the importance of getting fitted by a pro, understanding how you can use the bounce and the different grinds in the different brands we do here at the links.
Yeah, so come on Johnny, talk me through what wedges we got here.
So here we've got a couple of mine and a couple from the fitting bags. So got the Mizuno one, so we're lucky here with the fitting gear from Mizuno. We can actually change the shafts. We can get different weighted shafts to help you control your wedges. This is quite important when you're looking at kind of your pitching clubs, your more specialist clubs around the green. So having different shafts in your wedges is something which we look at here at the Links Golf Lab.
Right, so we got two wedges here, both are 58 degrees aloft, but they got two different bounces. This one's got 8 degrees and this one's got 14. Can you talk me through it, please, mate?
So basically, we've got the S159 wedge from Ping. So you've got a wide sole here, so kind of an ultra forgiving sole, 14 degrees of bounce. So really kind of benefits maybe like the softer turf or maybe a steeper kind of angle attack into the golf ball here. So quite good for like maybe like I say kind of softer conditions, and also as well this can be really useful kind of in the bunkers, that higher bounce, a bit like the bunker club Ping have just launched this year.
So what about this one? This has got less. How is this going to help me?
So less bounce, obviously you kind of vice versa really. So you've got kind of less bounce here with the 8 degrees. However, there's more kind of shaved off the toe from the grind, so a bit more versatile in regards to a kind of how you can lay the club down on the ground, so you can open it up a little bit more, find it a bit easier with that kind of less grind and bounce over the toe there. So
a bit more versatility.
Yeah, versatility, kind of more for the golfer who is looking to kind of like I said, open the club face, use the club in that way rather than kind of with the wider sole you're using like more the back or the front of the club, so you're kind of looking more at kind of hand position with that one.
Quite a confident player might use that wedge.
Yeah, you specialist wedge really. So yeah, maybe a more high skill player, but also understanding how you can use that will potentially unlock a few more shots around the greens really. So yeah, I'm going to play some shots to this one here. So as I said, with this club, I'm not going to be leaning the grip too much, but I will lay the face open because that kind of allows me to add a bit more loft to the shot.
That's lovely, that.
Yeah, it's nicely nipped off the surface, and that kind of lower bounce, and like I said, kind of very much using the toe of the club there for that shot there. So yeah, nice. So now on to the YSOL 14 bounce with the Ping. As I said, I'm going to be kind of playing this one back a little bit more shaft lean. So as I said, I'm kind of using the sole more in that sort of manner. Okay, this one potentially out of some more kind of thicker rough will be better playing the shaft a bit more vertical. So I'm using more of a sole in that situation. But off the tight lie here, I'm really going to be playing that back of my stance, trying to skip this ball in a bit more. I'm happy with that. That's it. Yeah, it's nice.
Oh yeah, so Johnny's really well explained what all these different grinds are going to do for our game and why it's so important that we get the right grind, because depending on how you like to chip, the grind is the most important thing for you. So yeah, if you're struggling with your wedge game, come down to the Links Golf Club and we'll get you fitted for some nice grinds and some nice wedges.